episode 2 start, the stolen turnabout I'm going to do up until the first trial. Up until the end of the first trial, and then we'll call it quits. So yeah. Let's begin the stolen turnabout. Time is 1 a.m. Beep, beep, beep. Okay. Detective, we made it! Woo! What a relief. Glad the jewel is still safe. Or is it? You said it, pal. It must have been our rock-solid security that scared him off. Would you mind opening the safe just to double-check? Oh, would you look at that? There is no jewel. You've been deceived, bamboozled, hoodwinked, and straight up led astray and deceived. Ha ha ha! Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. To the moon. Speaking of To the Moon, very good game. Suggest you should play it. Very cheap. Like $1 or $2, but a very, very emotional game. It's really good. Ha ha ha. You never see it coming. This is literally just the Joker. Sound is back. Good. So I guess your computer was like not working. Get a load of this. Hey, are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later. What are you freaking out about now? Today will be the last time you talk to me that way, huh? We're about to hit the big time. Big time? What do you mean by we? You mean you and me are... Don't be silly. I'm talking about me and Pearl, of course. You haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here anyway? Haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this. What's this, some kind of poster? Wait, is that Pot from the first game? Or the last game, rather. The second game. So home time, Pearl in mind, that is. What's this about treasures from the boonies? Very funny, you can laugh all you want, but you'll be singing another tune not tonight. Tonight? What about tonight? The Treasures of Kurian exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but the promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes. Oh no, are they commercializing her hometown? Her home village? We don't need an introduction. This is the third game in a whole trilogy. We don't need an introduction. But this young lady here is Maya Fey, the younger sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor. She's in black and white because she's dead. I first met her 2 years ago. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then, I've been the one who's been keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes. Actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium and a bit of a shady character. Hey, who are you calling shady? And this little girl is Pearl Fey, but I usually call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin. Just call her Pearl. I don't understand. I'm gonna call you Pearls. Just call her Pearl. Why are you adding another letter to her name? She's Maya's cousin and a spirit medium in training herself. I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick. Kurian Village is the home of the mysterious Kurian channeling technique, and Maya here is the daughter of the Kurian school channeling's master. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, all right. Earth and Nick, how long are you going to make two gorgeous women like us wait? Yes, Mr. Nick, I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit. Ugh, looks like I don't get a choice here. Cool. Lordly Taylor, the city's fanciest and most expensive department store. I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed. Oh, they took her stuff from the village and put it in a museum. That's shitty. These better not be the actual artifacts. And just like replicas. Yeah, you can make even the cheapest trunk look great. It all depends on how you display it. Oh, they even have the dusty hanging scroll that was in the Mayfanner storeroom. Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl. On a family heirloom? Say, Nick, the person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. Alright, guess you should go say hello. So I'm 26 now, right? This is my 3rd year as a young but skilled lawyer. Wait, so mine should be like 20 or 19 now. 19 or 20? 19, okay. Yep, this is the basement warehouse, all right. This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time. Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. Oh, Mr. Wright. A monster, you're right! Oh, God. What is going on? Was that my door? Cool. Oh, hi. Wagwan, Adrian. It's good to see you. I know you. Yes, you do. Wait, she got out of jail. Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly? Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. And she's smiling this time. Like, she is in a better place. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements. Oh, nice to meet you. Adrian sure has changed since we last met. So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here. It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, who is this? What's going on? Who is this woman? Why are you freaking out on me? What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got worked up, that's all. Mystic Maya, you shouldn't let him get off the hook so easily. Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. So it's been 7 months. You remember, don't you? The Nickel Samurai case? Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar, remember? Did that escape your memory, Nick? After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews, if it wasn't for us. No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I am really grateful. Okay, well, that's a relief. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring. While Lordly Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year, the works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums. Yes, I did. That's really wonderful. So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well. That sounds good. So what is with that face she's making? Okay. Let's have a look-see. Looks like part of a big signboard. All I can read on it is the burr. I've got it. Maybe it's supposed to say hamburger. Why would anyone write hamburger that big? Like maybe for the World Hamburger Festival or something? I kind of doubt it. Maybe it said spaghetti. But, oh, you're being stupid. All right. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. Why do I feel like we've had this exact same conversation before somewhere? Because we have! In the first case, in the fifth case, the first game's fifth case, final case, we did have this conversation. Ooh, that is interesting. Take a look next to the door. That's Mystic Army, right? Yes, that's a statue of the woman who invented the Korean channeling technique, Ami Faye. The statue was on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. A statue of the founder of the Korean channeling technique is holding the shichishito. What's that creepy looking thing she's holding? Don't ask me. How should I know? Well, you are the future master, right? Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen the statue. That thing is the Korean shichishito. It's a ceremonial sword. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. Phooey. I wanted to cut something. What are you eyeing me for? Oh, look, it's already 8 a.m. Have you all eaten yet? Well, actually, I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together? Oh, I like the sound of that. Dine. It sounds so fancy. I'll have the kids' lunch. 8 p.m. then, so it's dinner. Alright, shall we head upstairs then? After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined that the very next day something terrible would happen. Nick, this is terrible. What? I never knew you were such a toilet freak. Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit snooze button for the first time. I'm gonna turn on the TV. Let me guess, another murder. We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on the clues at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was the work of the renowned phantom thief, Mask de Mask. The original phantom thief. Mask the Mask? According to a spokesperson, Lordly Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief, who only targets rare treasures. Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet. Treasure? Lordly Taylor, you don't think... Yes, now get up, Nick. It was stolen by Mask de Mask. Our most valuable treasure, the Quran's sacred urn, was stolen. Oh, the thing that says... The broken urn? Refresh my memory a little. What's this sacred urn? It's the only most important treasure in the Quran village, that's all. Look, it's right here in this poster. Yeah, it's supposed to say Ami, but in the second game, Pearl broke it, and she tried to piece it together. So they ended up saying I am. But it's meant to say Ami. Don't you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul. Namely, the soul of Mystic Ami, the founder of the Quran channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Ah, yes, that's right. Hold up. I thought that urn had the name Ami written on it. Now it says I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? Well, there are some things best left unsolved. What do you say, Mr. Nick? That's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder here. The sacred urn, it turned out to be an important clue in that case. Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what next. What's wrong with you, Nick? What do you mean? What's happening? Your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen. Doesn't that even bother you? But I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how... The village is Mystic Maya. She's the future master of the... Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. I won't let you say you don't. Okay, I do. So what am I supposed to do about it? Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this. And get the sacred urn back. But I'm not a detective, I'm a lawyer. That has nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you would find it for your beloved Mystic Maya. There's no winning against her fairy tale image of love. So what's the name of this bad guy again? The Mask. It was terrible. I was arrested and everything. 1 year ago, the murder in Quran village. Yeah, so this was the second case of the last game. The man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings, and this urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence. Would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn. Ah, yeah, that's right. Now I remember. This urn used to say Ami on it, but then Pearl broke it. Until Pearl accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Didn't work out so well. Anyway, this is how our gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now instead of Ami, it says I am. I can't believe no one's noticed this until a whole year later. I can't believe no one's noticed the glaring cracks in the urn until a whole year later. But there we go. Can't believe it myself. Cool, let's get out of here. Right, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy. But it doesn't look like anything's been disturbed. Yeah, it looks like they're pretty much the same as they did last night. Bad guy, huh? Hey, you can't poke around here, pal. Wait a minute, that voice. Oh no, not him again. Hey, we're friends, aren't we? It's you. And I'm the one who should be saying not again. Are we friends? Like, didn't he lose his job as well? Why is it that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal? He is the only detective. Alright, we got it. Why don't you two kiss and make up already? It's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe. Now is a good chance for you to remember it, right? And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick. So, what's up? What happened? Oh, you're trying to remember my name? Atta girl. It's just Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn. Oh, well. The criminal's name is Master Mask. Oh, I know about that too. Detective, can't you tell us something other than that? Well, I guess I kind of sort of owe you in a way. The crime occurred last night at 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime. He said the urn was just stolen. The scene of the crime? You mean here, right? Wrong. That urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse. So who was guarding the basement warehouse? That guy. It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He solves one case and gets a swelled head thinking he's an ace detective. Ace detective? Hey, Detective Gumshoe. About this Master Mask. Is he famous? What? You're joking, right, Nick? Master Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread. Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear to surprise unsuspecting victims. But underneath those disguises is the true Master Mask. So some kind of master of disguise, huh? And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If Lordly Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time. What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the urn? Of course I did. The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something. Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on TV. So what's this calling card? Here it is, but don't show it to anyone, okay? It's top secret. What's this mark on the front? That's his emblem. You can say it's his mark. All of his calling cards have got it on them. They didn't mention that on the newsflash. We're withholding that detail for the public for operational reasons. The only way we can tell if the calling card is real or not is by this emblem. That makes sense. When you get famous, there's always imitators. Huh. And why do you call him an ace detective anyway? That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up. So, what's he like? Well, I told you. Master Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back. Wow, that is impressive. All by himself? Yeah, I gotta admit, pal, maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us have ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy. But the Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief. Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now looking for clues. So he's down in the basement, huh? Okay. the Shishito is on the floor. The sword. No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me the chills. Probably because it's air conditioned. Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos. Huh? What does that heck does that mean? Oh, you are absolutely the thief. You are straight up the thief. Are you meant to be the detective? You're the thief. Literally spoiled by your character design. You don't look like a good guy at all. I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please, make yourself at home. Who are you anyway? Shh! Silence! Oh, you can see the veins in his eyes. Now I see, it's becoming all becoming clear. Zvari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. You see, only now do I see that he has a pointy nose. I didn't really notice he had a pointy nose before when he had his face turned towards me. But now that he's turned now we've got a side profile. He's literally Pinocchio. Am I wrong? Yikes, that's scary. How did you know that? How, you say? The universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I am a traveler of both time and space, and a swimmer of dreams. What is he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it. Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman. That's him. That's straight up him. And introduce myself. My name is Atme, Luke Atme. Luke Atme. Luke Atme. Look at me. Ace Detective. Don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of. The name's Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. I'm Maya Fey, a spirit medium. And I'm Pearl Fey. I'm Mystic Maria's cousin and sort of spirit medium Ace Apprentice. Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game? Game? What does the phrase one short of a baker's dozen come to mind with this guy? Ooh, my... So, are you really as famous as you say? Of course, for a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone was left in this city that had not heard of me. Look at me. I don't know if that is a real picture. If it is a real picture, then I guess I am wrong. But also, I don't know if that is a real picture or a figment of his imagination. I am Master Mask's arch enemy. The Ace Detective Luke Atme. I don't know if this is a... What's it called? Peter Parker Spider-Man thing. Or a Clark Kent Superman thing. Ah, jeez. At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness. The other, the angelic cherubs of light. Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick? I've been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Megina, to the crime scene. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from mask to mask, with my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles. Yeah, they mentioned it on the news in the Great People Around Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward. Well, compared to the treasure that I retrieved from them, it's not much. So, in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise. Well, oh, tell us what you know about Master Mask, please, and keep it simple. Like how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds. Last night, here in the bowels of this store, we were locked in the most glorious battle. I see. Huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here, in Lordly Taylor? Naturally. Wherever Damask goes, you will find Atmi laying his elegant traps. Elegant traps? More like Damask out-elegance you in a more beautiful getaway. But this time, I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory. I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night? But of course. After all, I should always say there should be no secrets between aces. Flattery is not going to get you anywhere, Pinocchio. I have first received a request for my services about 20 days ago. And it was 10 days ago that we received Master Mask's calling card. Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived? Yes, you see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough. That's Adrian for you. A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized. A calling card arrived, right? Yes, so, ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse and waited for him, alone. Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help? Ridiculous. Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops? You've got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let him get away. I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others. That is very sus. You're the thief. Concealed? Precisely. Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies, first you must fool your friends. It's my own original proverb. Anyway, back to what happened last night. As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. What's that? What's that Danganronpa blood doing over there? But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared. But that's impossible. How could it just disappear? How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, sir lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here. Someone who seriously messed up in his own stakeout. He's rather full of himself. So you're saying that even though no one came through those doors last night, our precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose? Cool. I see. Well, what about the card? What do you got to say about that? The calling card, it's got this emblem printed on it, right? What was that reaction for? Quite impressive, but I would expect nothing less from my arch rival. I'm surprised to see you in possession of a top secret piece of information. Well, we've got an ace lawyer, ace spirit medium, and an ace cousin apprentice here. Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. I don't know if I really want this guy to like us ever. Well, sir lawyer, I've been told that you too are pursuing the mysterious thief. Well, I'm not sure I would say. That's right. We're going to find the sacred urn no matter what we have to do. Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around here while I investigate elsewhere. If perchance you should discover something of value, then return to my office. My office of Earthly Delights, the Atmi Detective Agency. Of Earthly Delights? Well then, sir lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do. Wait a minute. He's gone. I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him. Come on, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to his office too. Take me with you, okay? Okay, let's have a look around and have a look at obvious. Oh, I've run out of drink. Hate it. Alright. Hey, Pearly, do you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer? Oh, I've heard of those. It has such a cute name. It looks like this computer is for storing the data from the security camera. When someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them. It's probably the trap that the detective set up. Let's see if we can find last night's data in this thing. We might even find a photo of him. And let's see. I don't know how to pull up the photos. I had no idea you were so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick. Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyway. I guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, right, Nick? Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. Okay. Well, the Shichishito is on the floor. Shichito. I'm sure there's like a proper way of saying that word. Shichito. Shichito. I don't know. Wow, this is awesome. What did Miss Andrews say it was called again? The Shichito. It's literally a seven. Yeah, Shichi means sword. Sorry, Shichi means 7 in Japanese. Nana means 7 too. There's like 2 or 3 words for 7 in Japanese, but Shichi is one of them. It's 7-branch sword. Whoa, it's pretty heavy. 1 hit, 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it'd sell like hotcakes. There's something about it that bothers me. Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly. Yeah, she's really been in an inquisitive like mind. This sword, wasn't Ami holding it last night? And the sword wasn't bent like last night like it is now. You're right. How did the literal 9-year-old see that before any of you did? The sword is bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow. Just thought of something. Maybe Detective Atme smashed the mask with it. Like this. You actually hit him with it! I think it's even more bent than it was before. Oh man, my head, my hair! So, a ceremonial sword held in the hand of Ami-face statue. Wasn't bent before the crime. Well, what's up with the statue? This statue is so cool. I want a gold statue myself. We could put it in the office. Hey, it's Wright & Co. How about a gold statue of me? Mr. Nick, I'm sorry, but I noticed something strange. Oh, yeah, it did move. Shit, I didn't notice it. Pearl's on it right now. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, it did move. It moved more to the right. Yeah. Where the blood was. Or is. I'm pretty sure it was closer to the door. Yeah, I think you're right. Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin. So the statue was moved on the night of the crime. Okay. Wait, let me have a look at the blood. Or paint. I keep calling it blood because I keep thinking of Danganronpa. Danganronpa is another murder mystery game, which I'd love to play on stream if it were not for the fact that I've already played it. But like, in a weird, I don't know if it was stylistic or if it was like to do with censorship. But anytime blood was displayed, it was always in like bright neon pink. Look what you did, Nick. You spilled paint over here. I didn't do that. Well, it wasn't here last night. I would have noticed a color this outrageous. By the way, I'm sure we can all see the cutout of the paint. This paint has already dried up. Well then, you should have cleaned it up before it dried, Nick. Paint doesn't dry that fast, and I told you it wasn't me. Looks like it's been several days since it was spilled. Hey, look at this. What is it? There's some kind of shape left in the bottom left side of the stain. Okay, wonder what it could be. Alright. Angeline's exact color. Yeah, hot bright pink. Phoenix Wright here. Who's laughing? It's me, Gumshoe. Gumshoe, what is it? What's so funny? I'll tell you what's funny. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally, this underdog is the alpha dog today that stuck up detectives menace match. Yep, I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him. You caught him? Are you saying you captured Master Mask? Bingo. Well, actually, he surrendered. But I still got him. He surrendered? That's great. So when can we come pick up the sacred urn? Yeah, you see, I was gonna tell you. Something wrong? Do you think that you could swing by the detention center? He wants to talk to you. The mask, that is. He wants to talk to Nick? I'll be waiting for you, pals, to get here soon. Right. Sorry, not wrong place. bum, 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 bum. Hey pal, welcome to the detention center. You're sure in a happy mood, aren't you? Yep, after all we got Wright, but the urn. Oh, sorry about that pal. I guess I didn't really think about it before. But you're the victim in this case. Huh? Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth. You know, he's right, Nick. He is. If you think about it real hard, we are the victims. Well, I guess so, in a way. I'm so used to thinking of the victim as a dead person because we're always on murder cases. Excuse me. But anyway, I have to get the sacred urn back. Who is this? Who are you? I'm Mask the Mask. Okay? Hey, doesn't he look kind of, well, gangly? I'm Ron Delight. The famous Mask the Mask. Ron Delight. I feel like that's a pun somewhere. I feel like there's a pun somewhere. Is there a pun somewhere? Apparently Ron means joy in Hebrew. And delight is from, you know, the word delight. Danielle, can you confirm? Ron Delight. Joy Delight? Never heard that. Yeah, like, I don't know about that one. Maybe, who knows? Alright. So you're Master Mask, you bet. No, that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of yes and sort of no, if you know what I mean. Is it me or did the text go to grey? What's wrong? Well, when I say wrong, what I merely mean to say that it's not right. Joy in Hebrew is shmeha? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right at all. Yeah, I feel like whoever wrote that didn't know what they were talking about, to be honest. Oh. You see, it's not spelled Master Mask. It's actually Mask the Mask. What's with this guy? Well, he's a timid little weakling. We know that much. Oh my god, he's weird. And a major crybaby too. So why did you give yourself up? Well, you see, it's because, well, I know why. It's because you stole such a priceless treasure, and now you're overwhelmed with guilt. Am I right? I have a little favor to ask. What is it? Could you go and talk to Desi? Desi? Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it? I'm sorry, I'll give it back. I really will. Or maybe not. I can't make promises I can't keep, or I'll just end up hurting people. I couldn't hear what he said, especially that last part. Mr. Damask, do you think you could speak up a little? Yes, sir. See, I'm already speaking in my normal voice, so I really can't do anything. Mr. Mask, about the urn. We're talking around in circles. Can we get to the point? What am I telling you, but I'm afraid you wouldn't believe me anyway? We've literally got nowhere with this guy. You lost the urn. Well, maybe I lost it. I don't know. Maybe I did. What do you mean? I'm cliff noting this. I lost it. These things happen. You're on a train and you get distracted and you forget your bag, you know? What? You forgot the sacred urn on the train? Wait a minute, you went on the train dressed like that? No, I'm just speaking hypotheticals, man. Anyway, I'm sorry, I don't know where I lost it. Oh, this guy is more surreal than a Dali painting. Are you really sure this guy, creep, is Master Mask? Don't call him a creep, although I do have to admit, I understand about your doubts about this guy. So who is Desi? Please don't talk about my wife like that. So, this is your wife. I'm sorry, the truth is it was my wife that told me to have you all come here. Do you think you can visit her at my hideout? My hideout? What do you mean by hideout? Naturally, I mean my secret base. Your base? Palazzo Pelpepe, 3rd floor. Alright, let's go there. This is weird.